Well, good afternoon and welcome to Afternoon Art. I'm Dave, your host, and today we've got a wonderful project which we're going to do for you. We've got this canvas here. I've already pre-painted it. I'm not sure what size this canvas is, so let's see. This is important because you're going to want to frame it later. It's like 16 inches by 20, 16 by 20. There are a lot of canvases that size. This is pre-stretched, and as I said before, I've already applied some paint so we can save some time. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a painting of this house. It's a wonderful house, and I'd like to do a painting of it. So let me get some tape. We'll tape this up here. This is important. Using masking tape is one of the most important of all painting tools. Of course, we've had some cutbacks here at the station. I can't seem to find my palette anywhere. But if you ever have this problem, just do what I do. Use a nice clear plate. It makes a wonderful palette. The good thing about using a clear plate as a palette is that if you drop it on the floor, you can still see what colors are on the palette. So let's get started right away. We don't have a lot of time. We've got the 16 by 20 canvas, the picture of the house, and I think we need some fluffy clouds in the background. And because of station cutbacks, we're running out of money here. I find that some advanced white makes an excellent white paint. Just pour a little on your palette. While we're doing that, I'll have Mr. Cameraman run the paints that we're going to use today on today's show on the bottom of the screen. Go ahead, Mr. Cameraman, while I do this. Okay. Now with this, let's see how the size of this brush. It's a 1/2-inch brush. So let's just start painting right away. Now what we want to do is get some. Now, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Look. Now with an upward stroke, I like to say 2 hairs in a chair. Because when you're through painting with toothpaste, you're going to be very tired and want to sit down. Oh, I just noticed there's no clouds in this picture. But that's okay because the clouds are going to be behind the house. All right, let's get a little Cerulean yellow here and put that on our palette. God. You're right, yes. It's always important to use fresh paints. Here we go. And you know, another wonderful thing about using toothpaste is that the whole studio smells like mint right now. It's wonderful. Okay. Now, you'll see in this photograph that every painting has a vanishing point. And the vanishing point on this painting seems to be somewhere over here. So I'm going to just take this paint and draw an imaginary line right where to the vanishing point. And then I'll draw a secondary line where the horizon is. See? Right there, the horizon now. Now we've got a basis from which to work and start building the foundation of the house. Let's see, we've got the roof, we've got the chimney, and we've got the door and the 2 windows. So let's start. Okay. This is always good to get the excess paint off your brush. Just go like this, and that'll clean up your brush. Now let's draw in where those windows are going to be. I think one right there. That's on the top on the dormer, and over here. Okay. Now this looks a little rough right now, but it will all come together at the end. This is just going to be a basic idea of where the shapes and forms are going to be in this painting. Okay, and here on the first floor, there's a window there, a window there, a big door, and two more windows. You can see already it's beginning to come together. Now, what's next? Okay, let's add this. There's a fence, it's a picket fence. For that, we're going to need a little gray. So I'm going to mix that up on the palette. We take our phthalo black and mix it right in. I think it's phthalo. All right. Now we're gonna mix that. Mr. Cameraman, come right in here. See how we mix up these colors. A little more, little of the phthalo blue. All right, that's wonderful. All right, well, I'm not going to count every one of the pickets because we're not going for accuracy. We're not going for photorealism. We just want to get a sensation of the picket fence. So let's see right along here. Just start firing them in. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Now, this is your house. Leave a little space there for the front where they come in through the door. That's very important because people are going to be living in this house and they want to be able to get inside and make dinner and watch television. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Now every fence has cross beams. It actually keeps the pickets up. So let me mix that, a little more blue, see, a little more blue, and then just fire it in there. Oh, that's delightful, that's just wonderful. What a wonderful little house this is going to be. You know, you can almost hear the children playing in the backyard. Perhaps they're playing kick the can. All right, now okay, that takes care of the picket fence. Now, the gray roof, that's going to be a little bit harder. We talked a little bit before about vanishing point, and as I said before, the vanishing point is off screen somewhere over there near the fireplace. So we have to use our imagination and tell us where the angles are actually going, because we don't really know for sure because it's just a painting. So let's just sketch in where we think the roof is going to go. We've got the two windows. Now the clouds, as we said before, are behind the house, so we don't have to worry. Okay. That's pretty good. That's the top of the roof. The top of the roof line. Add a little more. All right, now see, it comes out at an angle here like that. Very good. And oddly enough, on the other side, the angle goes the other way. That's what we mean about the mystery of perspective, because people have been painting for thousands of years, and they still don't understand perspective. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to add the fireplace. That's going to be very important, so we're going to get a little red paint. Hang on, I'll be right back. I've got to find the red paint. Okay, we've got our colors on the palette. Now's the time to break out your 2-inch brush. It should be badger hair bristles, because with a fine painting like this, we don't want any stray. You see, when I painted the colors earlier, I left some hair on the canvas, and it's unsightly, and I don't think anything will be able to get rid of that. So maybe we can cover that up later with some white gesso. All right, so right here in the middle of the photograph, you see the chimney, and we're just going to fire that in right now. Let's see, it's between the two windows. Now just dab it like this. See, dab it in there. Now load up your 2-inch bristles. Load them up, and fire it in there. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Now it's your house. If you want, you don't have to have the chimney in the middle of the house. Some houses have the chimney on the side, but for this painting, we're just going to put the chimney right in the middle. Okay, well, I don't know. I think we're running out of time, but I think that just about does it. I think we've about got our painting. Now the important thing that you all want to know to complete the painting is the proper framing. So let me just go get a frame, and we'll put a frame on, and then we'll come back and show you what the painting looks like with a frame on it. Okay. Okay, we just about got the frame on right now, and I think this looks pretty good. You can see what a difference adding a frame makes to the presentation of the painting. Well, that's all for today. This is Afternoon Art with Dave. Be sure to tune in again next week when we will be painting a landscape. Bye-bye, everybody, and God bless.